How Modesa became a wicked mermaid and hate men. There once was a beautiful mermaid named Modesa who lived in the ocean with her father, the Sea King. Now, Modesa had a secret. She was in love with a human prince. Every day she would swim up to the surface and watch him frolic in his little boat. One day, Princey got into his boat and sailed out to sea. And wouldn't you know it, a storm popped up out of nowhere and capsized the boat. Modesta saw this and immediately swam over to the sinking ship. She pulled the prince out of the water and, being a nice mermaid, brought him back to her home in the ocean. When he woke up, the prince was confused and scared. He didn't know where he was or how he got there. Modesta, seeing that he was scared, told him that she saved his life and brought him back to the palace. The prince was grateful for this, and so he promised to do anything for her. And by anything, I mean anything. He promised to marry her, have her spawn children, you know, the usual. Modesta, being a one-track mind kind of girl, only had eyes for the prince and didn't notice anything else. She accepted his proposal and the two were soon married. Now, every creature in the sea knew that marrying a human was a bad idea. They have a history of leaving mermaids for their sisters and cousins and, well, just anyone who's not a mermaid. But Modesta was too blinded by love to see this. She thought that her prince was different. He wouldn't leave her for anyone, she thought. On their wedding night, Modesta told her new husband all about her kingdom under the sea and how she was the princess there. The prince listened intently, but really he was thinking about how beautiful her voice was and how he could use it to his advantage. Once Modesta fell asleep, the prince snuck out of bed and went to the royal wizard. He explained everything to the wizard, and the two came up with a plan. The next day, the prince called for Modesa and told her that he wanted to hear her sing. Modesa, being a good little mermaid, agreed. She put on a beautiful gown and went to the prince's private chambers. There she sang her heart out, but the prince wasn't listening. He had already made up his mind. As soon as she was done, he thanked her and told her to go back to the ocean. Now, Modesa was very confused, but she didn't question her husband. She got into her boat and paddled away. The moment she was out of sight, the prince yelled at the wizard to get rid of her. The wizard, being a good little wizard, waved his magic wand and poof, Modesa was turned into a sea cucumber. The prince then took her ring and gave it to his new love interest. And they lived happily ever after. From that day on, Modesa hated all humans and only wanted to be left alone.